So if you remember, when we first started this project, we set a background music to play, right? But we didn't want it to play while we were testing every single time, so we set it to 0's volume, right? So let's set it back up to 50%. And we also set a bird screech in the beginning, I believe. No, we did not. Okay, so we should probably set a bird screech right here in the beginning. So I'm going to go to sounds, and I'm going to say start the sound when I start the glide. And I'm not sure why that's not playing, but maybe I need to set my volume to 100%. Okay, it's a little high, so I'm going to do 50%. And I think I remember having it set so that the sound starts as the bird is towards the middle of the screen. So I'm going to go to events, and I'm going to get another green flag, and I'm going to wait for maybe 1.5 seconds before running that screech sound. No, let's not wait for 1.5. Let's wait for 1. Okay, so there we go. And then we have our background music, right, which is a little high, so I'm going to go ahead and lower that. But when I die, I want all of that to stop playing. So, okay, so you can see that I got my animals to go away when the game turns off, but I didn't get my clouds to go away. So we got to go ahead and do that as well. So how are we going to do that? Well, we want to do it when we start as clone, and we want to do it, so maybe I could just like grab another when I start as clone, and I can have a forever loop here. And in the forever loop I could say if play game is equal to 0, then make the clouds go away. Or maybe I could say if we go to looks, and we'll say, instead of that, we'll say backdrop number is equal to game over, right? So let's go to backdrops and take a look. Game over is backdrop number 4, right? So I can go back to code, and I could say, under clouds, I can say if backdrop number is equal to 4, then delete this clone. So I'm going to go to events. Nope, control, say delete this clone, and that should get rid of the clouds. So let's see if that works out. So this cloud should go away. Yes, so everything goes away. But the one thing that we want also is for this losing sound to play. So this sound right here, right? And the background to stop. The background music to stop playing, right? So what we can do is over here in the backdrops, we can what can we do? How can we stop this sound from playing? Okay, so I guess what we can do is we could say when backdrop switches, or maybe we could do a green flag clicked, and we do a forever loop. And we say forever if the bird's energy is less than 0. Less than 1. So the bird's energy is less than 1. Then what we want to do is we want to stop all sounds. So that's going to stop this level 1 from playing. Okay. But it's in a forever loop, so it's going to come back up around, and it's going to try to play level 1 again, but we don't want that to happen, right? So what we can do is we can put an if statement around this, and so we could say only play this sound if bird energy is greater than 0. So if the bird is still alive, play that sound again, right? But if it's not alive, then don't play it again. So then let's go ahead and try that. So if bird energy goes stop all sounds. Oh, and also maybe we could play that losing sound here under the backdrops, right? So let's go ahead and grab that losing sound, put it in our backpack. And if you don't have your backpack, you need to click on this little bar here. It opens up the backpack. We can go to backdrops and pull out the losing sound right here, lose sound. And then under our code, we can play it after we stop all sounds. Right? So let's go ahead and play lose sound. Okay. So what this is going to do is it's going to first stop all sounds, which is going to stop this level 1 sound from playing the background music. Right? But we put this if statement around it, so when it comes back up to play it again, it's not going to play it again because bird energy is equal to 0. So this is going to spin without it playing the background music again. And then after we stop all sounds, that's going to stop this background music from playing. We're going to play the losing sound. Right? So I think that should work out. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what it does. Whoa, that sounded strange. So maybe here we could say play until done instead of play. And so let's do play until done right here. And we're going to do the losing sound. And then after it finishes, maybe we could do a stop all so that it doesn't do this anymore, right? So let's do stop all. Okay, so let's try this again. There we go.